You might have been hearing yeast infection and you keep wondering what is yeast infection, and most of you keep also asking questions on how you can treat yeast infection. Well, in this video I'll be telling you what is yeast infection, what could be the major cause of yeast infection, and how you can treat yeast infection. If you are seeing my face for the first time, do well to follow my page. Also like, share and comment on this video so it can reach out to others. Now, yeast infection is a condition we call candidiasis. It's another name for candidiasis. Now, this infection happens when you are being infected with candida cells. When too much candida cells grow in your vagina, it causes a condition called yeast infection. So how would you know if you're having vaginal yeast infection? Now, one of the symptoms that people with vaginal yeast infection do present with is redness of vagina. When you're having yeast infection, your vagina tends to be red because of the kind of reactions that happen around your vagina. Now, people with yeast infection would also present with rashes around the vagina or around the vulva, the outer part of the vagina. And this is caused by yeast infection. Sometimes you might experience swelling around the vulva or around the vagina, which will further cause you having pains while having sex. If you're having sex, you'll be having some kind of burning and sharpening pain when having sex. It's all caused by vaginal yeast infection. Sometimes rashes might appear around the vulva, and it's also caused by vaginal yeast infection. So the major symptom that people with vaginal yeast infection also do present with is whitish discharge, which does not smell. This discharge looks very white and thick, and it doesn't smell. It's caused by vaginal yeast infection. If your discharge smells, it means you are having a sexually transmitted disease and not yeast infection. Yeast infection discharge does not smell. That's the difference. This condition is highly treatable. You can treat it, and I'll be explaining how you can treat this condition at the end of this video. Now, what could make you have this condition? I mean, the risk factors, the things that could make your body liable to this condition. One of them is when you abuse antibacterial drugs. For people that do take antibacterial drugs without control anyhow, it could lower your body immunity, and at the end, you have yeast infection. People that are pregnant can also be predisposed to this condition. Pregnancy hormone reduce, the level of some immunity in the body, and that could cause, yeast infection. Conditions like stress, when you are always stressed, you don't take time to rest, you don't take time to, take care of your body, it could result to yeast infection. And wearing of wet underwears can also cause yeast infection. In fact, wet underwears is the major cause of yeast infection to many people. When you wear panties that are not dry, you wear skirts that are not dry, trousers that are not dry, it can predispose you to yeast infection, because yeast infection thrive more in moist environments. Places that are wet, that's where yeast infection thrive more. So always wear panties that are dry and clean so you can prevent yourself from yeast infection. Now, coming to the treatment of yeast infection. When you go to hospital with this condition, most times doctor will prescribe drugs for you based on the severity of your condition. For conditions that are less severe, doctors will prescribe drugs for you like fluconazole tablet, which is a single pill which is being taken once, then added with other antifungal cream which is rubbed within the vagina to kill yeast infection. Now, if your condition is severe, doctors will prescribe antifungal tablets for you for at least 2 weeks, and added with other medications that will be applied within the vagina, which is antifungal cream. And sometimes doctor will also prescribe tablets like boric acid, which is being inserted inside the vagina to kill yeast cell. So if you enjoyed this video, do well to follow my page. Also like, share and comment on this video so it can reach out to others. And don't forget, all the drugs I've mentioned here could be very fatal to your health if you don't take them under medical supervision. All medications are meant to be taken under medical supervision. Say no to self-medication. See you next time in my next video. Bye.